Hey everyone, how are you doing? This is Leslie Hassler. I should say howdy. As you know, if you know me, you know me. I am an Aggie, so I say howdy. But this is Leslie Hassler with Your Biz Rules Business Coaching. We're coaching from the Carpool. Actually, I haven't made it to the Carpool yet, but my student that I pick up, my son, my youngest son, is doing safety patrol. So it's not exactly crucial that I get there and sit there for 45 minutes to pick him up. I will head over there as soon as we're done with this. So we do coaching. I do coaching from the Carpool most days at 2:30-ish. We've switched over to the Facebook fan page and broadcasting from there. So if you want those notifications, be sure to go to yourbizrules.com/FB for Facebook, and it'll take you to that. It's a little pretty link, take you straight to the page just like it, and then you'll get the notifications. Today we're talking about giving freely, and this has been inspired by stories I have heard of situations where it wasn't so free. The give was not so free. And I think this is timely. Next week I speak at Plaid for Women's National Conference here in Dallas. I love the theme is No Mean Girls. And I'm going to be giving a talk on money, show me the money. We're going to be going over a lot of different aspects about cash and creating money in your business. And really that's the basis of small business. That's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I really want to talk about is that no mean girls concept, because it might seem strange that a business coach is going to talk at a conference called No Mean Girls. Well, I want to talk about this because women can be darn right nasty to each other. And if I look at my role in helping fulfill the No Mean Girls, and it's really what I'm trying to do. If I look at why people are mean, I see causes feeling that somebody doesn't feel safe, or they don't feel taken care of, or they don't feel reciprocation. They, in their business, they're in a very scarce mode of operating business versus a very abundant mode of operating business. And I don't know that guys go through this. I really don't. Not saying there aren't mean men per se, but I think there's more mean girls some days than there are mean guys. And so as entrepreneurs and as business women, I have seen some really unkind things. And so I'm passionate about helping people feel good in their business, feeling secure in their business, feeling financially rewarded in their business, all the good, joyful parts, so that they can give freely. But this giving freely is really interesting concept. And so I felt the need to talk about it because I do believe in giving freely. I am probably one of the few business coaches out there that actually will let you do what I would call charity work, right? So you can give of your time or you can give of your dollars. And I will say that more impact in a lot of ways happens when you can give of dollars, because nonprofits are better at spending it than you are. They can get efficiencies that you can't. But a lot of times we give in time, and that's one of my love languages. So I understand the giving aspect of it. But I've got to get where I want women to get to the point of is giving without expecting something in return. And when you look at different marketing strategies that you could have in your small business, there are lots of ways to give. The hardest part, I think, for people is to not expect something in return. I want to acknowledge that it's okay if you get that little twinge. You know, I'm not a saint at all. If you knew me, you really know I'm not a saint. I do have moments where I was like, what about me? Right? I'm human, right? Moments, twinges. That's okay. You're human. We're human. We're going to feel things. It's what we do with it. And I've just seen a couple of cases to where people are creating community, or they are giving under the guise of building their business. And so there's actually, it's a gift with strings, if you will. Like, I'm only giving this because I expect you to use my business in return. I'm only giving this because I expect, a referral. I'm only giving a referral because I expect a referral in return. I'm only letting you play with me because I want your business. It's the very much, I think of the school playground days where, you're not my friend anymore because you wouldn't give me your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? That stuff unfortunately translates in adulthood. So when I want to talk about the art of giving freely in a business, it's highly effective, guys. It's a great business strategy, but you can't expect anything in return. So a lot of times when I'm looking at, I want to use a marketing strategy, might be in charity involvement or getting on boards. It depends, when you're looking at getting around your ideal client, sometimes you have to think in out-of-box ways. And so I have recommended to people, I think you need to look at joining a country club or getting on a charitable board or something of that nature. But I always caveat it with this. I want you to do something and be involved in something that has other payouts, like it feeds your soul, you're passionate about the cause, you would be doing something like this anyways, so that, one, if it takes a while for business to come, you're cool. You're getting other payoffs. Two, if business never comes, you're getting other payoffs, right? You're not doing it for just the sole reason of generating business. This can be challenging or it can be freeing. And I remember the first time, 2008, maybe 2009. I was working with a coach we were getting on social media at the time. So I hadn't been on social media at all up until 2009. Like, you couldn't even Google me and find me. That's how low key I was. Very different today. And I was working on messaging and content, what I would share. And, I was being pushed to deliver value, which is what you should deliver on social media, right? You're creating a relationship to deliver value. And I asked the question, well, how much should I give away? Right? Because this is a really big concern for people. We're worried about giving away too much. And the question was, well, that point in time to where the thought of giving it away like makes you a little sick in the stomach, and you're like, that's just too much. That's about at the right time, about at the right line in the sand for what you should be freely giving. So the thought process behind this, and it's proven true. How many of these coaching from the Carpools have you watched? How much value do I give? I mean, I'm coaching. I'm doing the thing everybody says not to do, right? I'm coaching. I'm giving it away. But it's never going to be enough. This is what I've found out. Like, if you took all of these episodes, and I think so far I've done 75, and you played them back to back to back, and then you went and read all my blog articles, which was like 300 blog articles on my website, you could probably piece together what you needed to do what you needed to do. And at the end of the day, I want to let you know one little thing. I'm A-okay with that. Because the person that's going to get the value from doing that probably isn't my ideal client for my one-to-one work, or maybe even for my mastermind. Like, they're okay with doing it on their own. Great. If you want to do it on your own, then you don't need me. I'm good with that. Okay? But the other part of it is it does, by giving so freely, the people that do come in to work with me, either through my mastermind or through one-to-one work, actually believe in my ability to help them even more because of what I've shared with them. I'm being real. I'm keeping it honest. I'm not blowing sunshine or trying to sell you some fear of missing out headline about making $100,000 in 3 days when you have no business today. We're just being real here. And that's a great client qualifier. So you see, in some ways, I win on all levels. I win because I have a need to share information. That's just who I am. I win because I get to impact businesses regardless of whether they're my client or not. That's actually one of my missions, is to really change the way business is done. And I can do that through giving. There's a marketer, Tad Hargraves, Marketing for Hippies. I heard him a couple of years, and he has the same philosophy. He's like, you can be, if you need free content, go to my website. It's there. I give it away. Give it away. And he actually puts prices on his website. I'm not a big proponent of that, but that's my personal thing. He puts prices on his website because the people that are right for his products come in anyways. I think what people are so afraid of is that if I give it away, then nobody's going to want me. If I give it away, then I've lost my value. And the truth is it's not the information per se. I mean, how many business coaches are there out there? What did I read? I don't know. I don't remember the number. I put it in my book. I thought it was 17,000. I mean, I live in Dallas. I'm in a chamber that has 5 active business coaches that are in the same networking that I'm doing. Right? There are other people doing what I do. But at the end of the day, there's only one person with my point of view. There's only one person that teaches the way I teach. There's only one person that says it the way that I say it, and that's me. Right? So the right clients are going to find me regardless. I'm not worried about my competition copying me. You've heard sincerest form of flattery is, anyways, I'm totally messing that one up. My point is, though, good business is good business. I share with you stuff Jim Rohn would share with you. I share with you some of my own stuff. I share with you business math. I mean, who owns that? I don't own that information. The next business coach next to me doesn't own that information. It's knowledge. It's shared knowledge. Okay, so there's some days that I'm like, we're really not all that different. It's just a matter of who's speaking the language that you like to speak. So I think if you're going to have a give strategy, and give strategy could look like customer appreciation events. It could look like a small group interest group. Maybe you're hosting an active mom group, or let's get really silly and just say maybe you host a mom of boys group, okay? And you are, I don't know, an event planner, or maybe you own a party studio, okay? And so you're hoping these moms will book their parties at your studio. You've got to be hosting that event and giving of yourself in such a way that the business is icing on the cake. It is not a return you are waiting to check off of. So that should somebody find a better fit for them, you're not going to be hurt that it wasn't you. That's a very, sometimes I talk about maturity in business, and that's a very new in business thought, not a more mature business thought, okay? Is really getting the personal rejection out of it. Not that you always get away with it. We're human, right? But you deal with it in a different way. So if you're going to give freely, and I do think you should give freely, I do think you should give till it hurts, because you can't give it all. You just can't. And the right people will come to you regardless. The people that wouldn't be a good fit get what they need, and they go along on their day, and that's okay. That's what part of marketing is about self-selection, and we want to cultivate that so that our sales process is easy. All of these things. Then give freely. I am a big proponent of paying it forward. Does it come around tit for tat? No, it doesn't, but it does come around in some ways I never would have even fathomed if I was prescribing the return on that gift. So, give freely, give completely, give until it hurts, and don't be looking for something in return. Do it because it makes you feel good. Keep it in check, right? If you're one of my clients, I have to set up a charity bank reconciliation. We'll do that, right? So we keep it in check, you know. Don't do it to the detriment of your business, but do it. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Be a playful game. See how much you can give before something comes back. You know, instead of looking for something to come back for whatever amount you just gave. So that's it for today, guys. I'm going to head over to the school, pick up my safety patrol little man, and actually have a quiet evening tonight. Yay! No activities. Yay! So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know, how are you going to practice the art of giving this week? You know, how can you be better in using that as a technique in your business to grow your business, to pay it forward, and to feel good about what you do? So this has been Leslie Hassler with Your Biz Rules Business Coaching. I'm coaching from the Carpool.